wondering how do you see the concept of soulmate?
Can you repeat the question?
She asked, how do you perceive the concept of soulmate? As I've discussed a little bit with Susan and how she was a power behind this book. We have many soulmates. We all have many soulmates. We don't just have one soulmate. This is my understanding, my opinion of it. And it can be male or female. And that person is someone who you have been developing a sense of support and belief over, in my opinion, many lifetimes. We've all probably been together in a lifetime before. And depending on what we are to learn, or how we're able to process a sense of support from that, allows us to develop further into what we like to call enlightenment. Enlightenment means no suffering. So it's a journey to enlightenment. And when I talk about spirituality, it's all about who you are, what your purpose is. And some people find spirituality through religion, some find it through music, some find it through meditation, and oftentimes we find it through a special person in our life we like to call soulmate. Because that person believes in you, and you believe in them, and you enhance each other's spiritual growth. And so that's what Susan and I do. She enhances my spiritual growth. She lets me really know who I am, bitter or sweet. And then it's up to me to change it. And I do my best to do the same with her, gently. Great question, but soulmates are you just love to, I love to use that term too when I just love somebody. I have this friend of mine, an old hippie from Ann Arbor, Michigan, and we met in '89 in Ann Arbor. I was managing a wine store there, and this is before I went to graduate school, and I had heard this voice, this big voice, big long ponytail, big belly guy, and I just liked him right away, liked him. And he liked to have people over at his house to jam, to play guitars and music and so forth. And so he said, hey, come on up to my house tonight. I just moved to Ann Arbor. I said, sure, I'll go. I don't really know anybody here. And we hit it off immediately. I started playing guitar, he started singing the blues, and I realized after several years, I just love this guy. I just love him. I just want to be around him. And then we separated when I went to graduate school in '91. And then in, about, what was it, 99 or 2000 maybe, I was driving from my old office down at mile marker 94, and I'd stopped in at Ballyhoo's to get a cup of conch chowder for the ride up to Coral Gables, where I used to live. And all of a sudden I hear this big old whiskey voice laughing at the bar, and I was like, Gary Walker, what are you doing in the Keys? And he said, I forget what he called me at the time, he said, what are you doing in the Keys? I come here every winter. And I said, I'm a doctor down here. And he said, oh my God, that's right, you went to school to do that. I need you. I need you too, buddy. And so we reconnected after 10 or 12 years, and the feeling was never lost. You know, I just love being around them. Soulmates are plentiful in this world. All we have to do is just allow it, see it, and develop it, and believe it.